Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing like the absolute most highly requested video from you all, which is a wedding day makeup look, or like a wedding inspired, makeup look. This is my take on it. This is exactly what I would do for my wedding day. I would want something really soft glam, but natural, but glam, but like everything I ever wanted and then some in a look, like she definitely had her makeup done by the most professional of professionals. I talked you guys through it. All the products will be listed down below. If you have any questions for me or want me to recreate another look, leave it down in the comments so I can see it. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I feel like I look so pale on camera, dear Lord. Okay, I didn't want to like use any inspiration today. I'm also going to clip my hair back. Which is something else we'll talk about, but I didn't want to use any inspiration or like inspirational pictures today because I really wanted to give you all like the full, if I'm sitting down doing my makeup on my wedding day, this is exactly what I would do sort of look. So also, if you're like, why is she so out of breath? It's because I have horrible allergies. Like my allergies are acting a fool right now and I'm really stuffy. So sorry about it, for me, not you. Also, I wanted to say, I picked out a perfume because I was like, if it was my wedding day, I would probably buy a different perfume or I would buy a new one so I could have like a memory tied to it. But I was smelling through all my fragrances and I was like, this seems very bridal to me. It's the Kayali Deja Vu White Flower. It's a beautiful fragrance. I've talked about it before. It's a bit of a deeper fragrance, but it's definitely, you can wear it spring, summer, fall, winter, whenever you want. It's just a beautiful fragrance. And if you don't have one for your wedding day, or you just like want to have a new one, I would recommend checking this out. Okay, so obviously your skin prep is going to be your most important because you want to look flawless, amazing, fantastic, all the things on your wedding day. But I already have a video on that, so I'm not going to go into like some big extensive thing about doing your skincare. I'm just going to do my regular skincare. I have an entire video, like I said, on it. And if you want to watch that, I can have it linked down below, or you can just go to my page and look at it. It's like glass skin routine or skin prep for glass skin, something like that. That's what I do every single day before makeup. I would also recommend drinking a ton of water, and really hydrating your skin and doing all the skin things prior to your wedding so that your wedding day comes around and you're like, my skin is bussin'. It looks phenomenal. It looks like a fetus, all the things we want. Also, a little tip for you from our lovely favorite girl, Charlotte Tilbury. She really she doesn't really moisturize. She really rubs in the product and kind of gives a facial massage to models. And I find that beneficial, that if you have the extra time, give yourself a little facial massage, get your lymph nodes opened up, do some lymphatic drainage, do some gua sha, something like that, just so you're looking your best. You're not holding any water, especially if you're getting married around that time of the month. You're more apt to hold more water, or if you had a lot of sodium or liquid IV, something like that. So that's just a little tip. Something else I wanted to talk about was having your hair care down, having your hair care looking right, so your hair is looking right on your wedding day. Because other than your dress and, getting married to the love of your life and whatnot, having your hair and your makeup and everything look fabulous is the #1 priority. So for your hair, today's video is actually in partnership with a company called Glaze, and I found them through Vianney Strick. She is here on YouTube, and I was watching her favorites video and she was talking about it, and I'm like all into trying new hair things. So whenever they reached out to me to partner with me on today's video, I was like, yes, please. So Glaze, I will put in some pictures and some video of me doing my hair. So Glaze is a company that does super color conditioning gloss. So I've done glosses on my hair before, and if you don't know what it is, it basically just makes your hair more vibrant, more shiny, soft, like everything that you would want to have your hair done at the salon. This is exactly what that does. And so it's a semi-permanent super color conditioning gloss. It gives you like vibrant hair color, a mirror glaze shine, and extraordinary softness. So it always, whenever you use it, it just feels like you went to the salon and got your hair done. It also has that salon smell, which I really like. So it feels, smells, looks like you got your hair done. And it just enhances like your natural color. So I used the shade Blazing Brown, which obviously like my hair is brown, and so that's the reason I picked that shade. But I picked that because I was like, I just want it to look like richer and deeper and just overall stunning, beautiful, everything I ever wanted. So you guys will be able to see that. But I'm very, very tempted to get like the red one. I think it would look so phenomenal. on my hair, especially since I already have like a little bit of red in my hair. So I loved it. I used it today. This is my second time using it. I've used the clear one, loved it, and then I used the brown one today, and I love it, I think, even more because it just like really enhanced my hair, and it just looks so shiny and healthy and just feels really nice. Like, it does feel like I went to the salon, and I don't know, like, it just looks nice. Like, it just looks like my hair had a really nice treatment. And so if you have a wedding coming up or a special event or something like that, I definitely think that you should check into it and try it out, because you want to have your hair looking right. You want to have your hair looking soft and smooth and shiny, and you can't always get to the salon the day before or the day of your wedding. So they have 9 shades to choose from, and then they also have the clear gloss like I mentioned. And I will show you guys just a little bit more so you can see. And they also have a subscription where you can get 10% off of your subscription if you want to sign up for that. Or you can use my discount code, which is Katie20, and get 20% off of your order. And I don't know, like, I just really like it, you guys. Like, it just looks so nice, and I feel like my hair gets dull at home. Like, it just gets dull even if I use the exact same shampoo and conditioner that you get at a salon or whatever it is. It just looks like it needs some TLC. And I feel like glaze is TLC. Like, it's just TLC in a bottle for your hair. It makes it look shiny, healthy, and phenomenal. So if you guys are interested in that, all of the information will be linked down below for you guys so you can check it out and get your 10% off of your subscription, or get 20% off with the code Katie20. Now, let's get back into the makeup. Okay, now that my moisturizer is sunk in a little bit, I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to, like, pat it in, you know? I'm going to go in with my SPF. I love this SPF. I've talked about it literally 1,010 times. But I picked this to wear because a lot of people will be like, oh, wouldn't you wear a foundation on your wedding day or whatever? Yes, but also I would wear my SPF. And I love the base that this gives. So it's not even just about it being SPF. It's like a beautiful base too, which, you know, and it doesn't provide any flashback. So if you are worried about pictures at night or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it with this, because it's not going to give you that flashback. It's not going to give you that crusty, dusty, disgusting, who did your makeup sort of look. Also, if you are doing your own wedding makeup, or if you just want to learn how to do your makeup better, I'm literally not even like trying to sell you this. I just think that it would be very beneficial. I did very in-depth skincare, very in-depth contour, very in-depth eyeshadow, foundation, base routine, blush placement, eyebrows, lashes, everything on my masterclass, which I can have it down below as well. But I just think that if you're doing your own makeup for a special event, especially for your own wedding, you need to educate yourself. There's another girl named Makeup by Kelly Ann on Instagram. It's MakeupXKA, and she does a really good job with her master classes teaching you how to do bridal makeup. And she has a Back to the Basics course, which I did because I love makeup courses and just think they're really interesting. But anyway, yeah, she has one as well. But just like I was saying, if you are going to do your own makeup, I highly recommend just being educated on it and looking into, I don't know, getting some help so you do the best you can. Okay, I'm going to use what I consider to be like the base of all bases. I have to pull my hair back again because it's so wild and out. Okay, anyway, this would be like the base of all bases. So I have 2 products that are very, similar. The Maybelline Insta Age Rewind 4-in-1 Perfector Glow Makeup blah, blah, and then the Hollywood Flawless Filter. And then for your foundation, for your base, obviously you want to look perfected in pictures, so you want to wear foundation. You don't want to just have like a concealer on, which is what I was going to do, but then I was like, Katie, get your head in the game. You know what I mean? So I was like, you need to do something more extravagant. Go the extra mile. So my favorite foundation for events, there's a face mask on this, so please don't judge me, is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I have mine in the shade 7.8, which is an olive undertone, and it matches my body perfectly. So I really like this foundation. And then if I was going to do a concealer, like if I was doing like a beachy bridal makeup and knew that I was going to be outside and pictures were going to be really harsh, I would probably use the Kosas Revealer Concealer. They did just come out with a foundation that I really want to try. I just like to use a concealer and just slap it on. You know what I mean? It's just easy. But anyways, so I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm just going to use a little bit on the back of my hand. Even though it is your wedding day, or even though you're doing like wedding makeup, I still think that it's very important to work in light layers, and it's very important to not overdo it, because it's easy to overdo and it's going to show up in pictures and it's going to show up in real life, and everybody's going to be like, girly papa, why'd you do that? So I'm just putting this in the places I want to cover. I have some breakouts on the left side of my face, and then obviously like you want your face to match the rest of your face, you know. And then I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush. This is the e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush. And the reason I want to use a brush for this is to stipple it in, or not really stipple it in, but just press it in, because I find that if you use a sponge, obviously it's not going to give you as much coverage, but it doesn't give you that really flawless, like airbrushed look. It's more skin-like. So if you want to look more airbrushed, more like, oh, I'm going to an event sort of vibe, then you want to use a brush and you kind of want to pat your makeup. Man, that looks so good. This foundation should actually be illegal. Like, you're done for being too good. This just occurred to me because I was thinking about breakouts on the left side of my face. But you know what? There's literally nothing worse than, like, if you have acne, then you understand, or if you've had pimples or just struggle with breakouts or whatever. And then people are like, you need to change your pillowcases. You know what, Melinda? I do think that will help my hormonal acne. Changing my pillowcases every second. Like, it's, yeah, that affects it if you're sleeping on raggedy old, nasty old pillowcases. But changing your daggone pillowcase is not going to heal your hormonal acne. Thank you. I stopped using hairspray and completely healed my acne. Okay, honestly, I'm being, like, dramatic at this point, but you get the point. Okie dokie. So now that I have that base layer foundation on, pretty much from here, it's easy. I need to find my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, because if it was really my wedding day, that's probably what I would use. It looks better. It does look better. It's not so cool. It's not so cool toned. Oh, it just came out of my mouth. So I am going to dabble it among, I'm going to dab it on my face and blend it out with this brush. This is the A58 from Morphe and Ariel. I do think that this is a little bit harder to blend whenever you already have base products down. So that's why I just did my forehead section, didn't paint it all over my face, because I'm not trying to spend 37 hours blending my contour / bronzer today. It's my wedding day. Thank you. So, then I'm going to take it. Also, I did a TikTok on this and people really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because it makes sense. Instead of doing your contour so freaking high up, like it's so trendy to do your contour where your face naturally has contour. It looks more natural, looks better, and you never know. I mean, it's a lot more flattering. I don't know why I said you never know. You do know. I'm also going to cut off the end of my nose with contour. And then I'm going to press it in. You can do this with the Nudies, what's it called? The bronzing stick. You can do it with that. You can do it with the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. You can do it with the Anastasia. You can do it with Charlotte Tilbury. You can do it with any cream bronzer, but the goal is to do cream bronzer / contour. I'm going to go in with this brush. This is the A14 from Morphe and Ariel, and it's just a nice dome brush. You could really use, honestly, any brush for this. I just wanted a smaller brush. And we're blending that up into the eyebrow and then down and across the nose. I'm not too worried about the nose contour at the moment, just because I got to do the other side so I can make final revisions when I do that. I'm going to add a little bit more contour here, just because it's my wedding day. I'm going to be photographed and I want to be looking snitched. So, again, pressing in and bringing it up. You don't want to do like back and forth crazy motions. That stresses. It just snatches your cheek up. It's like, well, there's her little jawline. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to go in with my concealer. You all probably know the concealer I'm going to use, the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. I have been using the Kosas concealer, but I find that when I'm doing like a classic makeup look and I know that I need my products to work for me, like on your wedding day, I tend to reach for my Ilia concealer. And I also did this after bronzing, so take note of that. Or I'm doing this after bronzing, so take note of that. And I'm using the shade SC1. I think this is still my favorite concealer of literally all time. So pop it here, pop it on the outer corner to drag it up. And then I'm actually going to do a little bit here, because I'm crazy on my wedding day. Okay. Now I'm going to take my beauty sponge. This is also the Makeup by Morphe Ariel Morphe collaboration sponge. It's phenomenal. And I'm just going down and out and up. Now, I will say, if you want to, I don't really set my face. And I know a lot of people are like, what on God's green earth is wrong with you? I just don't usually set my face. I don't find that I need to set my face, to be honest with you. But on my wedding day, I probably would, just to keep everything chilling where it should be. But Huda Beauty just came out with a new powder. I really want to try it. I find that setting your face with pink undertones is really brightening for fair to medium, and then a banana powder is better for medium dark to dark. So I would recommend checking hers out, because I have tried them and I do like them, but I just don't use powder enough to like have one on hand, or I don't know, just have like a full size. Like, it would go bad before I would even get a quarter of the way through it. Okay, so we've got the cheeks snatched. I'm feeling a little weird about this down here. But we got the cheeks looking snatched. We have the bright under eyes. And also, this is a product I talk about all the time, but I wanted to mention in this video. I don't really think I need it today. But this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, and this is in the brightener shade. I told y'all mine was smelling funky, but I think it was just that sponge, because I took the sponge off, and it doesn't smell funky. So anyways, we've got our base looking right so far. Also, I just like to go ahead or just go in with my same brush I use for bronzer / contour, and I don't know, just go back over everything, push it in, make sure that it looks right. Now, for blush, I'll give you a guess. I'll give you a guess as to what I'm going to use. Charlotte Tilbury Ecstasy. It's just the most beautiful blush. It's the most beautiful blush, but it's also very bridal-y to me. Like, it's very, I'm so innocent, I'm adorable, this is my wedding day, thank you so much for coming, please leave the check at the door sort of look. You know what I mean? I know that some people would probably see me and be like, oh, she would be a bridezilla. Listen, I could not care less. I could not care less. I don't even really want to have a wedding, to be honest with you. I think they're a waste of money. I know. Don't attack me. Anyways, I'm just not a wedding gal. I can appreciate them. Stephanie Letta, her wedding that she just had was stunning. Was absolutely stunning and phenomenal and amazing. And she was posting those pictures and I was just like, dang, Stephanie. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my setting mist. This is the ColourPop one that I use every dang day. I don't recommend eating it. And then while that's on my face and damp, I'm going to go in and just pat everything in. I went a little heavy on the blush because blush is the first thing to go. And also, if you're doing wedding makeup, you want to be able to see it in photographs. And you're not going to be able to see it in pictures if you don't have a lot on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows now. I actually just picked up my favorite pencil. I repurchased it because I was out. It's from Sephora, and it's the Sephora brand. The Sephora brand retractable brow pencil, and this is the waterproof one in the shade 05 medium brown. I'm just going to do, I'm not really going to do like my laminated brows, to be honest with you, because I don't know, that's just not what I would do on my wedding day. I would just do how I normally, like how my brows are shaped, and I would do, I don't know, just something more simple, not so wild. I feel like just filling your brows and then putting in brow gel is more of a timeless look for me, or to me. It just, I don't know. I would want to do really timeless, classic, but pretty makeup on my wedding day. And, you know, I don't know. I love the laminated brow look, but that may not be a trend forever. And I just want to have full confidence and not worry about, is a brow hair out of place, is part of it not laminated down, that sort of thing. I still like the pushed up look to give more, you know, texture and look fuller. Also, I just ordered, my mom actually influenced me because she uses Babe Lash lash serum, and I'd seen it and stuff, but I just like had never purchased it. And I always use Roden & Fields, and you guys like always ask me like, what lash serum do you use? And it's always Roden & Fields. And her lashes are I've never in my life seen anybody's lashes as long as hers. Ever. Like, with nothing on her lashes, it looks like she has false lashes on. It's nearly disgustingly amazing. And I was just like, mother, that looks amazing. And she was like, I know. And I was like, I'm gonna order some. So I said all that because I did order some, and I ordered their brow serum too because I wanted to try it out. Okay, moving on to eyes. I feel like this is the fun part, kinda. I'm gonna use the MAC Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and this is in the shade Soft Ochre. Did I already say that? I think I did. Anyways, I'm going to use this domed brush. This is, again, from the Morphe and Ariel collection. This is the A29 brush. And I'm just going to put that kind of all over my lid to give me a nice base to work with. Not in a thick means or manner, but just spread it everywhere so it gets me a nice base. If you are darker, just use a darker shade. You can use concealer. You can use eye primer. You can use whatever. This is just what I have, and works good. The only thing that we're going for is just something to even out, or even the eyes. Even the skin tone on the eyes, I guess I should say. So then for my eyeshadow palette, I want to stick with like really neutral. Who is texting me? It's James. I want to stick with really neutral eyeshadows, and I want to use this. This is from KKW Beauty. Obviously, she's no longer with us, but it's just the matte eyeshadow palette. It's the only matte eyeshadow palette that I have because I don't have the one from Makeup by Mario that everybody and their mom and their mom's cousin and their cousin's sister's brother. And, you know, I don't have that one. You know, the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. I did have it, but then I took it back. Because I'm trying to save money. I'm going to just go in with, like, the medium brown shades. These right here is what I'm going to go in with. And I'm going to use my Morphe A11 brush. And I'm going to open my eye to do it. And I'm just going to go in the crease very lightly. And then build those shades up. And build the crease up. So yeah, but everything pulls really warm on me, like almost orangey. So I'm also going to use this MAC palette just to get a cooler tone brown. I'm going to use this one right here. Once I've mapped out like where my crease is, then I can look down into my eyeshadow palette, look down into your mirror, whatever, so you can see where you need to concentrate the most color. I have so much texture over here for no reason. Okay. Now you might be like, Katie, you hardly did anything. That's kind of my point. I don't really want to do a lot on my wedding day. I just don't. I'm going to take this white cream eyeshadow right here and dip into it and put it in the front so it's a very bright inner corner. I'm going to take my blending brush again and go into the eyebrow, down the nose with that shade so it matches up with my bronzer. And take it and just blend everything out. Make sure there's no harsh edges, anything like that. And then I'm going to use this teeny pencil brush. This is the A7 from that collection. And dip in all the shades that I used and go on the lower lash line and really smoke it out. Because I do like a smoky lower lash line. And you don't want anything too heavy because you don't want your eyes to be heavy. Also, I like to wear mattes for occasions because I find that it photographs well and just looks... Okay, now I'm going to do something very profound that you've actually probably never seen me do. And I'm going to put on lashes because if it was my wedding day, I would be wearing lashes, and I feel like they just pull a look together. They look really nice. They are the moment. So I picked up a few different ones at Ulta. I didn't really like my other ones though, so I picked up the Ardell 420s, which are these, a very pretty fluttery lash, and then I picked up the Demi Wispies. So I'm going to open actually both of these and see which one that I like better, just so I can know what I'm doing on my wedding day. Also, that's another thing. If you're wearing false lashes, I would recommend picking up a few different kinds. Whatever you don't like, you can take back if you know, don't use it and whatnot. But I'd recommend doing that so that you can see what fits your eye shape best, see what looks best on you, and not just show up the day of and be like, well, I hope that a Demi Wispy is going to work on my almond eye. And then I think these are really pretty. I'm kind of, that was a terrible noise. I'm kind of hoping that these are the winners. The winners. I also recommend putting a lash kind of at the outer corner of your eye, depending on your eye shape. But if you have a similar eye shape to mine, I find that it kind of elongates your eye and gives a very sultry, pretty look. The band on those Ardell 420s is very thin because I have the Faux Mink Demi Wispy from Ardell right here, and the band on it is not as thin. I think I'm going to wear the Demi Wispy. It just looks more glam. And I think I won't have to cut these. Okay, so for my mascara, I'm just going to do like a quick skim coat. What's it called? What's it called whenever you do that to cakes? Crumb coat. I'm going to do a crumb coat to my lashes. We should coin that. I'm coining it right now. That's amazing. The crumb coat lash mascara I'm going to be using is the Bare Minerals Lashtopia. I love this mascara. It's such a beautiful day, so I have my bathroom window open to give me like a nice little breeze. But 2 days ago, we were in the middle of a snowstorm and it was below freezing outside. I live in Kentucky, like very close to Tennessee. And yeah, our weather's absolutely insane. Like it was 70 degrees the day before, and then it decided to be like, you know what I think I'll do? I think I'll have a snowstorm. I feel that. For my glue, I'm actually going to use this Kiss Lash Glue liner. I just like it, I guess. I haven't really used it to be honest. Dang, look at the difference that made. You best be wearing lashes on your wedding day. I also really like this. It dries quick, but I like it. I think now that I have these on, I'm going to add a little bit more of a darker shadow here and just kind of blend that together so it makes everything look more cohesive and seamless. But I still like that you can see the cream shadow. I think that looks really pretty. I also should have put black liner on, but I haven't worn eyelashes since probably 2016 or 17. I guess 2017. So I'm a rookie again. I will add some though, on my lower lash line. Or I'll add some in my waterline. Okay, for lips, this would be for sure my go-to combo for my wedding day. I would definitely start out with Nude, Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. This is like a lot of people will use Pillow Talk. I don't know. For my skin tone and for what I want to look like, this is like this would be my go-to shade. So I'm going to line my lips with it and then show you guys the lipstick and lip gloss combo. Okay, so for lipstick, I would use Nude K, also from Charlotte Tilbury. It is one of my favorite shades ever. It's just a beautiful pale nude shade. I'd use it in the middle of my lips because I feel like that's very like bridal-esque. But then you got me looking like you don't want to have foundation lips. So I'm going to go in with the shade A Staple from Fawn Beauty, which is my company. It's basically Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, but in my serum gloss formula. And I'm going to put that over this and blend everything together. Also, these aren't crusty and they last a long time. So you want to have a base of something that's going to last long. You want to have a liner, you want to have a liquid lipstick, you want to have something like that. But you're sick in the head if you think that I am not going to be wearing lip gloss on my wedding day. You think I want to have crusty lips on my wedding day? No. Absolutely not. I will have the juiciest, plumpest, most stunning, amazing lips on my wedding day. That is stunning. That's stunning. Okay. We love that. So I'm going to go in with more blush. You guessed it. You know I'm a blush girl. And hit the tops of my cheekbones. And my nose. And then I'm actually going to go in with a bronzer. I like to do this last, just because it gives me like a good, you know, I like to assess the situation and see what it's looking like. I'm going to use MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer. And now it is very pigmented, so I'm going to use it on this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer brush. And I'm going to beat the heck out of my brush so it doesn't have so much on it. But I still want to have that beautiful bronzy glow everywhere. So I think this one will be fabulous. Perfect. Okay, you guys. I think that's the final look. Okay. I scooted you guys back so you could kind of get the full picture. Me and my shiny hair. My shiny, healthy hair. And the look. So this is the exact look that I would do on my wedding day. That I'd be like, I look like myself. This is me. But it's elevated. It's a little bit more glam. It's a very... What is wrong with my hair? Being too much. It's very elegant and like elevated and very soft glam. It's a very like, she just looks really put together, really pretty. It doesn't look like it took her 12.5 years to get ready, but it looks like she put a lot of effort into it. You know what I mean? So here's the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoy doing it. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. It's like a very me look anyways, and I feel like the lashes, these freaking Demi Wispies, the Foam Ink Demi Wispies, are not to be reckoned with. I will link these down below because even if you're not into lashes like me, like I'm not a lash girl, I just like keep looking at myself and I'm like, girl, you did not have to go that hard today. Anyways. So this is the final look. Like I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below and like and subscribe before you leave. And a huge thanks to Glaze for collaborating with me on today's video. And you guys can find all the information about Glaze linked in the description box as well as my discount code. So without further ado, I hope you have a fabulous day. Also, if you're getting married, congratulations.